Recently, we were asked to do just a very basic search to show exactly what we would use for a keyword and a delay, etc. And go ahead and let that run and show exactly how we would do our own search. This was particularly in the field of cryptocurrency. And so why don't we go up here to the keywords, and we're just going to do one line, and we'll make that Bitcoin. Okay. Now the delay, it's always safest to go all the way up to 240. And what that means is you're running an inquiry every 240 seconds. That is every 4 minutes, but the principle here is slow and steady. And what I mean by that is not querying Google so often that they know that it's an automated search and they then go ahead and suspend or temporarily ban that IP address. So let's go ahead and use 240. 180 is okay, and if you want to go faster than that, of course we recommend a proxy service. And Verizon happens to be the largest mobile network, so we're going to just use Verizon. Okay, so in this case you've seen we made 3 selections: Bitcoin, 240 delay, and Verizon. Now let's go ahead and start that search. Okay, so you can see from the very first query, which would be 10 web pages that were on the results, we got 4 numbers. And this is going to continue to go through all of the area codes in the entire directory of phone numbers, starting with 201 and ending at say 904 or something later than that. Again, this is not something that you just process quickly and get a lot of results. This is something that you run consistently, and you use this as part of your marketing strategy as a whole. So I'm going to continue to let this run for a while, and we'll come back with results later. Okay, so I'm doing a quick update here. We see it's been about 40 to 45 minutes. We've gotten 35 numbers, and we can see that we're still in the 201 area code. This software is very thorough and goes through about 1,000 results, 100 Google result pages before it goes on to the next area code. And this is one thing that people see when you have an area code that produces no results versus a lot of results. It's because it can be either a rural area or a city where you have a higher population density. And so this is why it's best to set up your keyword, set up your delay, choose a carrier, and start and just walk away. If you sit there expecting to get a lot of results fast, you could be disappointed. Now there are keywords that do give a lot of results fast. If you were to type in pizza, you'll see you'll get lots of results fast. With this particular keyword Bitcoin, this is not a large segment of people, and so we see fewer results. But I'm going to let this keep running and come back later. Here we are now about 4.5 hours from when we started, and we see we only have 306 numbers. So again, this is a low volume keyword, and we're still only in the 201 area code, which is New Jersey. So you can see at this rate that this is just going to have to sit for a significant period of time in order to get the numbers. And we're just going to let it sit, and we'll be back later. Okay, this is actually about 30 hours that this software has been mining for phone numbers, and you'll see here the same what we've been using, Bitcoin, and what we've done is we've actually gone up to 2,900 phone numbers, and if you look, we're still actually getting 201 area code. So, and what's really good is that this is not using a proxy, and you can see that it's still getting results after 30 hours of querying Google every 240 seconds. So anyways, one thing I might mention on that, it's a 240 second average. So here you'll see 59 seconds, 169, 25, 440, and so this averaging gives the appearance of regular activity, not some mechanical automated every second or every 5 seconds. Anyways, I'll let it keep running, but you get the idea that mining for these phone numbers can take a very long time. So you see that the real emphasis of the software is to let it run, to not be anxious to get the numbers, but let it finish. You could have tens or even 100,000 numbers, and then you'll have to go ahead and clean that list and find a platform, of course, to send your messages out. So we're going to go ahead and stop this, but it has been running 30 hours. We have just shy of 3,000 numbers, and that is for the keyword Bitcoin with a 240 second delay, and we're just looking at the carrier Verizon.